Hello and welcome to another Chelsea chat, and that's the transfer window January 2023 officially closed, and apparently Chelsea are ruining football again like they did when Roman first took over. And last night we got Enzo Fernandez, who I think is mental, but supply and demand, with the Premiership being such a big product, you're going to get this, and he's a good buy. And hopefully, he's 22 now, isn't he? Just 22. Hopefully, we've signed him for, they reckon, 8 years. So we should see the best of him while he's at Chelsea. Who else we've signed? We've signed Mikhailo Mudryk. We've signed Benoit Badiashile. He looks to business, Badiashile. I'm really pleased. Out of all our signings, 35 million out of all our signings, I'm really pleased with that one. We've signed David Datro Fofana. He looks to business. I think he's going to be probably the sign of the window, I've just got a feeling about the lad. I think over the years, he's only, 19 now. I think over the years, he's going to be a great signing. As is Andre Santos. You only get highlight reels, really, on YouTube. But I found one of his games for Vasco da Gama. What's he got? He's got about 8 goals in 37 appearances. He's only 18. 5'9". Reminds me a bit of Essien. Not quite the same build, but he's got a great engine in him. João Felix, we know, we got him on loan. Let's hope he lasts longer than he did. Against Fulham last time. Noni Madiu, only 20 years old. 29 million. 21 goals in 77 games. That's not bad for a winger, is it? And finally, Malo Gusto, who we got from Lyon for about 30 million, they reckon. And he's going to challenge Reece James for the right back spot. But the great thing is, Reece can play at centre half as well, can't he? So we might well see both of them on the pitch on occasions to keep them both happy. So, great transfer window, really good. And I thought to myself, do you know what? Nothing can upset me tomorrow. It's been such a good transfer window. Then I'll go on Twitter. And within minutes, the cabbages who are slating the players we've got already. Cabbage number one. Who would write this the day after such a great transfer window? Dortmund thought they were playing against Mount, Havertz and Gallagher, and now they're playing against Fernandez, Mudryk and Maduk. What's the point of slagging off your own players you've already got because you bought some new ones? Some new ones who have been playing in lower leagues, who'll take time to get used to the Premiership, some of whom haven't played in the Champions League, some of whom might not even speak English, some of whom are 19, 20 years old, and suddenly they're being whipped away from their families and the countries they got used to, and they've got to acclimatise to life in England, and especially London. If you're a young man on 200 grand a week or whatever it is, and someone sticks you in the middle of London, there's a lot of temptations, trust me. Look at his face. This is the face of a bloke that gave in to some of London's temptations. They'd all look like this at 60. So, loads of things to be considered, but the cabbages, they're straight in there criticising the players that we've got. Players that wear the Chelsea badge every week. Some of them players, your Gallaghers, your Mount's been wildly off form, but he gives 100% every week. Criticising those blokes. Criticising the blokes that are going to be fundamental to acclimatising the new players that we've got. And I think you'll see the best brought out of the young lads that we've got by the quality that these new lads have got. But Thiago Silva, one of the best things I've heard is that he's going to sign a contract extension. Badiashile and people learning off of him. I hope Kante signs an extension, because imagine Fernandez at 22 learning off of Kante. Andre Santos seeing Kante. The way he prepares, his professionalism, the way he gets around the pitch, his engine, his effort. It's all a learning curve for these young lads we've bought. So why the Cambridges are... Dortmund thought we were playing against Mount Abbott and Gallagher. And now they're playing against Fernandes, Mudryk and Maduke. Oh, we're going to win the Champions League. Well, I doubt it. I doubt it because those players have got to acclimatise, and I don't think our side, although possible, we could win the Champions League, and I hope I'm sitting here eating humble pie, I really do, but I don't think we will. And I don't think such an influx of players in January, we can reasonably expect them to settle in before the end of the season. Some will hit the ground running, of course they will. Some won't. No doubt, if a couple of them have bad games, the Cambridges will be out wanting them sold. Ooh, drop him, bring back Mount, Gallagher, and Havertz. I used to laugh at that. I put Indecisive Dave in one of my videos.
For me, no doubt whatsoever, Oddle's got to be in.
Nah, he's a luxury player.
Yeah, he's too weak in the tackle, isn't he? Yeah. We used to call him Wendy. When I say he's got to be in, I mean he's got to be out.
I used to laugh at Indecisive Dave and think no one's quite as bad as that, but some of these Cabbages, they are. So yeah, and our departures. Jorginho gone to Arsenal for £10 million plus 2 million add-ons, basically 12 million quid. He was out of contract at the end of the season, so I think it's good all round. I think it's good business for Arsenal. They've got backup in that midfield. He is a quality player. They've got Partey to take the sting out of things, but I think Jorginho will do a job for them. He's done a job for us on occasions. He just drove me mad with all the crab-like football, sideways and backwards. And I'm not unhappy to see Jorginho the footballer leave. Jorginho the man, he seems a lovely, lovely fella who I would imagine was a big, big help in that dressing room. I'm sad to see Jorginho the man go, but I'm not sad, I'll be honest, to see Jorginho the footballer go. And yesterday, I looked at a couple of the Twitter feeds of people who were saying, oh, don't sell Jorginho. Literally 6 months ago, sell Jorginho! One of them, 6 weeks ago, sell Jorginho! One of them, 2 weeks ago. Jorginho's rubbish, sell him. Yesterday, what are they doing? The board don't know what they're doing, selling Jorginho. Oh my God. Only on social media. Who else left? Oh, the young lad, was it Jupsun from the academy? He's gone to Tottenham. So that's his career over, really, isn't it? No chance of winning anything there. I thought he was decent. He had a lot of hype. I thought he was decent. I wish the young lad all his very best. Cassidy has gone out on loan to Reading. Do him good. I watched John Terry at Nottingham Forest all them years ago, having his year's experience in the Championship, come back a different player. So good luck to him. Obviously, Malo Gusto, we've sent back to Lyon. It was part of the deal. They wouldn't sell him to us unless we agreed to that. He looks some player as well. He really does. I think I'm pleased with all those signings, but I just want people to take a deep breath, realise that these young lads, have got quite a steep learning curve to play in the Premiership. Maybe not so much Fernandes, but some of the others. I've been on about why aren't they playing David Fofana, but he's come from Molde in Norway and he's got to get his fitness levels up. He's got to get acclimatised to the pace of the Premier League. And I think we'll see him last 15, 20 minutes of a few games coming up soon. I think the lad's got real potential. We've already seen Badiashile, a great signing in my opinion. The rest of them, I think we'll see them sooner rather than later. People have been off Potter's back for a couple of weeks now. They'll be straight on it. If we draw or lose to Fulham, he'll be straight back under the cosh. It's going to take him time to integrate these players. I have still written off this season No, I don't think we'll make top four. No, I don't think we'll win the Champions League. But I think next year, when no European football, will be a real force to be reckoned with. And I think the season after, I'm going to go down and have a couple of £100 bets on both the league and the Champions League. Because I think we're going to start pulling up trees once some of these players have had a season under their belt. So that's me. Oh yeah, Hakim Ziyech. Oh dearie me. Went to PSG, had his medical in Paris, sitting there in Paris, and apparently Chelsea sent the wrong paperwork 3 times. How can you send the wrong paperwork 3 times? You've done all them other deals, fine. And Ziyech doesn't get his move to PSG. Now, he looks like a bulldog chewing a wasp anyway, doesn't he? He looks like he's lost £100 and found £1. He looks the most unhappiest bloke on earth at the best of times. What's he going to be like now? And it's something else that Potter's going to have to manage, having that miserable sod hanging round until at least the summer. Hopefully he's professional. Hopefully he'll fight for his place. And hopefully he'll keep up the same sort of form that he's shown the last 2 or 3 games. I wouldn't bet my last pound on it, would you? So yeah, that's a transfer window. What do I think? I think it's been brilliant for our future. I think people are expecting, as is the way in today's current society with today's supporters, I think they're going to be expecting too much too soon. But I think the future is bright. The future is blue. You wanted me thoughts? That's me thoughts. Speak to you after Fulham. Up to Chelsea.